All right, guys, thanks so much for coming to this system sessions for how to do a buyer's tour in Leadstreet. Now, there is a reason why I'm doing this training today, and that is because last week I partnered and helped Terry Mathena, which is why I'm using his profile on Leadstreet as an example today. We worked together on his contacts and clients in his Leadstreet. We kind of went through and updated his groups, and then he wanted to touch his database. So what he showed me and what we worked with was creating a buyer's tour and what that looks like and what it does. So I will tell you that before I show you guys how to do this buyer's tour, that when Terry did this, he did not know way back in the day, Leadstreet would only let you bulk send something to about 40 or 50 people at a time. Well, now they've changed it to where anytime you're touching your database, whether that be through email marketing through Leadstreet or this buyer's tour or whatever, you can mass send to up to 1,500 people at one time. So that is a really great feature that Terry wanted to use. So we did this buyer's tour. He sent it out to his group that we updated, that had probably, I don't know, 2,000, a little bit less of in his database. Anyway, after he sent this out, he has gotten probably, I know, 2 calls for sure, if not 5. Lots of activity. He's had lots of great responses from his database of it, and it was really cool. I was happy to see that it was working. He was tagging me on different things the next couple days, showing me different emails he got or different phone call responses. So I wanted to take the time and show you guys how to do this because it is a good database touch. It does generate some activity, and it definitely has gotten him some appointments. So that's why I'm sharing this today. But to do a buyer's tour in Leadstreet, it is not hard at all. It's actually super easy. So the way that you do that, and first I just want to show you guys the contact list. I just want to show you kind of how we group things. Because we did lots of different groups I was updating. So I went through when I was in his database. First of all, I got rid of anybody who had unsubscribed or had invalid emails. I just went into both of these groups and deleted those people out because obviously we don't want to be touching clients through this system that don't want to hear from us. So I just went ahead and deleted all those out. And then we just regrouped. So I went through, I made sure that he had added people correctly. That was from his past clients from last year. It was all up to date. And then we regrouped them to this 2021 all clients group. We do some other things in here as far as, labeling them B or C for certain people. He has those set up for, maybe some hotter activity clients or some warm clients or cool clients. You can rename those too. We've already done those videos, so I won't get into too much details. They are on YouTube for how to do that. But it really helps when you are doing this buyer's tour or an email marketing to just pick the group and it automatically goes to everybody in that group. So take some time in group contacts if you haven't. It does definitely save you time. So anyway, after contacts, the way that you want to do this buyer's tour, this is under marketing and then buyer's tour. And what Terry usually does is he'll come into Matrix and maybe go into the cross property sheets or the residentials. You can also do your own listings. For this particular example or story that I have with Terry, he picked just some hot new listings that were from our company and used those in the buyer's tour. So what he did was he made a list of MLS numbers. And once he got those MLS numbers of the properties that he wanted to input into this buyer's tour, he just came into marketing, went to buyer's tour, and then started inputting these MLS numbers. I picked a couple today from the cross property sheets just so I could walk you guys through this that were new. So give me 1 second, I'll type them in. And like I said, you can do up to 15, you can do 1, you can do a couple. It's completely up to you. How many that you would like to include. All right. So these are the ones that I picked today. Only about 5 of them, but like I said, fill it up if you want to. It's just good, more content for your database when they get this email. So once you input your MLS numbers, hit create tour. And then it pops you into this like email editing page. So this first one is just who you're going to send it to. I kind of saved this step for last, but you guys are more than welcome to do it first. And the reason why I save it last is because Terry saved it for last, and we would come down here first and change the subject of this email. He used something like, check out these new properties. Lake Market is still on fire. Just something like that. Just, whatever you want that subject line to be of that email. Then you have this option to write an even more detailed message. So you could say something like the below properties I just wanted to share with you. Please let me know if you have any real estate needs. Just something generic, something that you think will generate some activity, or tell a little bit more about yourself or where you are in the market process, whatever you want that email to say. So get creative, make it engaging. That's kind of something like what Terry did for this example. Just, I wanted to share these properties with you. Let me know if you need anything, kind of message. Then he went through on each of these and did a couple different listing notes. Now, he did maybe go back into Matrix and pull each of these listings up, looked at those listing notes just to make sure there wasn't something like really great to share from that listing. He would include it like maybe it was a great dock with a big slip or something. So he would come in and just be like, great dock on this one. This one has so many square feet. Whatever you want to write on these to make them more engaging, or whatever you want those messages to say, just highlighting these properties that you've picked to go to your database. So he just went through and kind of typed in different things about each one of them, why they should look at them, or what's making them really special or hot on the market. And then once he got all of those messages inputted for the properties, and it gives you the option to go into and view details here, then he came back up and just did a preview and send. But you have to add to your to field. So when you go to your to field to select which group you want it to go to, just click on this to, and then it brings up your individual contacts first. And then you have the option up here for groups or also agents. So he just went to groups and found that new group that we had created has 1386 contacts in it, and then click to over here to move it over there. I'm going to cancel out of this, but he hit OK, and that group was ready to send to. I'm going to hit cancel so we don't resend though. But he just hit OK, and then that group pops up here. I'll type my name in though and see if we can. Just find somebody that maybe won't go in there. Ooh, we'll just pick Margie. Margie, if you watch this later, I'm picking you just as an example. Anyway, so pick your group, add to it, click OK. You can also request that it sends you a copy of this email too. I think that's a great idea, just to get a CC copy so you can see what it looks like on your end. And then you can go down here and just hit preview and send. It's going to pop up a box of what this looks like now when your client gets it. So it's going to come personally from your email. It's going to show who it's to, and it's going to be each person individually, so they can't see like the whole database. Your subject line, anything that you wrote in that message box to make it a little bit of more of a personal email. And then all of the property listings and any notes that you have below it that you were highlighting. So, great dock on this one has many square feet, whatever you typed in will be here. So if this all looks good in the preview and you're ready to send it, just go ahead and hit send email. I'm going to hit cancel and close just so we don't bother Margie, but that's basically it. So it goes ahead and sends. You get a little message that pops up here that says, email sent or whatever, and then you just wait. The other thing that you can do is you can track this on your email tracking as well. You can see how many people are looking at it and who is opening those properties and clicking on them. So it gives some really good analytics on the background. But It's real simple. Like I said, that's how you do a buyer's tour. And I would really recommend trying it. Like I said, Terry had some really, really great feedback from this, and some leads were generated. He got some good calls. So it's definitely something that doesn't take a lot of time and keeps you in contact with that sphere. So, any questions on buyer's tour? Awesome. Well, if you guys need any help with contacts, anything with Leadstreet, your website, or touching your database through this platform, just give me a shout. We can talk about it. I can try to help you with whatever you're looking at, and get you going. So, hope you guys have a great day. And that's all I had. So, thank you.